Hello everyone, welcome back to Whisker Whispers Tale of a VTuber. I know it's been a little bit of a hiatus, but I've been getting the videos, editing them while doing the year of collab, so it's gonna take a little minute. But today we have Pank with us.
Hello, welcome on in.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's always great to hear. We're gonna start off with the first game. Pank chose to pick all three games, so yeah. We're gonna mix them in, one at the beginning, one in the middle, and then one at the end. So we're gonna start off with, let me see, I gotta scroll back, with rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. If you could be any animal for a day, which one would you choose?
Cat.
Ooh. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Go-to karaoke song?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything you can do better than you. I like that one. I like to do duet karaoke because you need somebody else for that one.
Oh, that's different. Usually people say like your run-of-the-mill pop song.
Nah, I like duet karaoke. It's funner if you're doing it with somebody else.
There's a follow-up kind of to the karaoke one. Would you rather always have to sing instead of speak or dance everywhere you go?
I'd rather have to sing. I'd much rather sing. I will fall over myself if I have to dance.
You got 2 left feet?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest food combination you actually enjoy?
Weirdest food combination that I actually enjoy?
Mm-hmm.
Food combination. Weird combination.
Something that's like out of the ordinary.
I can't actually think of like any weird combination that I like.
Really?
Like I like pretty normal stuff, and like I like okay. I'm gonna give you a quick food quirk.
Okay.
I love onions. I love onions on fucking everything. When I go to a sub shop, the only way I've gotten them to give me the correct amount of extra onion on my sub is I walk up to the counter, I look them straight in the eye, and I'm like, hey, I'd like extra onion. All right, but no, listen. I want you to keep putting onion on the sandwich until you think to yourself, oh no, I've ruined it. And that is where you stop. That's how much onion I want.
That's how much onion you like?
I want you to keep putting onion on that sandwich until you think, oh no, I've ruined it. And that is where you should stop, because that is about the amount of onion I like on my sub.
Do you like caramelized onions?
Oh, I love onions in all different forms. Regular, I like red onions on like raw, like on subs and things. I like caramelized onions; they're great too. I know a really good onion bake recipe where you can just bake an onion in your stove for like 30-40 minutes, and you get a delicious onion out.
Oh wow!
So I know lots of good onion recipes.
You know what? You would have loved my I think it's like 5 great grandfather. He used to eat onions raw.
Okay. I have eaten an onion like an apple before.
Oh yeah, that's exactly how he used to do it, because he used to farm. So he
used to eat an onion like a fucking apple, and let me tell you, I much prefer them chopped up and put on things. Eating an onion like an apple is hard. That shit's hard.
They're tough. But I think that is the weirdest combination now. You're on the top podium for that question. If your life were a movie, what would it be titled?
Fuck.
Is that just the title?
It would be it'd be fuck ? Exclamation point ?
Okay. What's the last thing you Googled? Ooh.
The last thing I Googled, I can actually go tell you. I can just look at my Google history.
Oh. Pank doesn't Google nothing weird, I see.
I don't. Listen, Google has become crap lately.
It's
really hard to get good answers, and that AI thing that pops up at the top is garbage and almost always incorrect. The weather in where I live apparently was the last thing I looked up.
Oh wow.
Folks, Google tip for you: if you don't want to add the little equals 14 thing that'll help pull out that little AI response up at the top, you can always add a curse word to your search.
Really?
What is the fucking weather? How many hot dogs come in a fucking pack? And
I didn't know that would do that.
And what it does is it disables that AI search thing at the top.
Oh, I was wondering because sometimes it is annoying because I'm just like, no, I don't want that.
I know I don't want that information because it's probably wrong. I'm gonna scroll down until I find the right stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you add a swear word to your Google search, it will generally take out the AI generated response.
I'm gonna start doing that. You're just gonna see fucking shit everywhere.
It's gotta. Oh yeah, listen. It is the most versatile of cuss words, so it works in almost every situation.
You learned a new tip, y'all. Okay, if you could instantly master any skill, what would it be? Any skill.
Master any skill. Programming.
Ooh, like coding? Oh, I know how to code. I can teach you.
Yeah, because like that is what is holding me back with VTubing and stuff. Is I want to learn Sammy, and Sammy is very versatile. Okay, so I currently use Mix It Up, which is pretty good. Mix It Up is really nice, and it can do a lot. But there's the support on it isn't the best.
Yeah.
Sammy has a more open community about it, but it involves more back-end coding and stuff. But it's not like crazy things. It's just a little bit of computer logic. But Sammy can produce a lot of really good results. One of my favorite streamers, Afronasia Bun, she uses Sammy board and she has the best redeems I've ever seen anybody ever have on Twitch.
Oh, you're gonna have to send me a link to their Twitch.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I need to go stalk a little bit.
And she uses Sammy board for all of her redeems. And she's very open with it. Like, hey, you want me to like Afronasia occasionally does streams where she just makes redeems or makes gimmicks and bits on her screen, and she just has Sammy open, and she's working and answering questions as she does it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And if you ever have any Sammy questions, Afronasia is happy to always answer them on stream or via Discord.
Okay, so now I have to go back to like the drawing board and make new redeems. Because I'm going to do this now. I'm going to learn it as soon as I get off the
Sammy is really good. You can do a lot of amazing things with it. It's legitimately very good.
When you were talking about coding, I was like, oh, you're talking about Python.
Not quite like that, but I just want to be able to like learn like the back-end tools for VTubing better.
Yeah.
So like I guess if one skill, I'd become a Sammy master.
Coding is always great to know. And like you can be very versatile. I love it. I feel like everybody should know some type of code.
Coding is like being bilingual, and it has been shown that people who are bilingual generally do better on just logic puzzles, solving problems in general, because having a bigger word set or ways of thinking about things, which often happens when you learn another language, because you learn different associations with words, different concepts that don't exist in your native tongue.
Yep, and you learn a lot of the roots, too.
Yeah, and it generally helps you out in life in a lot of ways, and coding is learning another language, another way of thinking about things.
You know what?
So, yeah.
We're only, let me see, 10 minutes in, and this is going to be one of my top interviews already. And we're just on the game questions.
Yep.
Okay, what is your most embarrassing childhood memory?
Most embarrassing childhood memory? I don't remember most of my childhood because of trauma.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I have some. Give me a second to think.
We can skip the question if you want.
Childhood memory. I did throw up on someone.
Oh.
That wasn't fun.
You threw up on somebody?
Yeah, I just straight up threw up on a teacher.
Oh, wow. You know what?
I was really young. It was like kindergarten or something.
Oh.
I just went up to tell her, but I had to go throw up, and I did.
On her?
So that wasn't great, but I'm sure that there's others. Just, trauma's erased most of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is the most bizarre conspiracy theory you've heard and almost believed? Or do believe?
Okay, so...
I love conspiracy theories.
I do not believe it, but one of the more recent ones that has come out are the Tartarian mud floods.
What's that?
And I hate it so much. I hate it. I really hate it. Okay, so... there are these people who believe that the Tartarian Empire was actually super, like, Atlantis-level advanced, spanned the globe, had many monuments and things, around the world could pull free energy from the air, but they were erased, but their culture was erased in horrible mud floods that covered them up.
Wait a minute.
And people have and people have rediscovered them and found them and pieces. Like, these people believe that, like, Washington D.C., like all the monuments and things like the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and other like really old but cool looking buildings in D.C. were actually found, because they think that's what founded means, that you found it.
Oh.
They're part of that whole hidden in plain sight conspiracy bullshit. So the conspiracy theory thing that I come across a lot and enjoy dissecting and just trying to figure out why the heck people believe this garbage is the Tartarian myth and the mud floods myth.
My thing is,
so like they think like the Mormon temple out in, I forget where it is, Salt Lake City. Like, it's a really big church, right? Like, it's ornate, it's gorgeous. I'm not even gonna get into the Mormon stuff, but it's like big, ornate, and gorgeous. It's huge. It was a massive work. We have documentation on people building it. It was around during the time of photography, so there were pictures of it being built in stages.
Okay, so you saw it. You saw it.
So like there are records of this being built and being progressively, you know, a foundation, the frames, the outer wall, and being built from the ground up, right? There's records of it. We have records of it. But these people just believe that they found it when it was founded. They just found it and said that they built it. And like, so that's the conspiracy theory that I hate the most.
My thing is, if they were so like, if they knew so much, why would a mudslide be the thing that took them out?
I don't. Yeah,
that's the thing that I'm hooked up on.
Look, here's the thing. It goes back to like general. Like, I can give an example. Like, it's contradicting ideas, lighting up things in people's brains and not even realizing it. You get a lot of it with anti-Semitism, where Jewish people are both worthless, terrible, little foul creatures, and the most cunning and devious and like, you know, empire spanning conspiracy shit. They are both simultaneously the most powerful and the weakest at the same time. So you get a lot of this stuff where it is just like, it's just conflicting ideas that don't make sense when you take 5 seconds to look at it.
Yeah, because like, how can both be true at the same time? Exactly.
And so the Tartarians were a global spanning empire that was somehow erased by global mud floods.
Wow. How big were these mud floods? Were they like Typhoon level mud floods?
Yeah, it varies on which conspiracy person you're talking to, because it's all bullshit.
You know what? The sad thing is, I know I'm gonna do a deep dive on that just to see how far it goes.
Listen, it goes pretty far, and it's really dumb. It gets dumber the more you go into it.
I know you're just gonna be sitting there looking at the wall.
I originally found out of it because like Facebook and YouTube shorts started showing me it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And some of the people who are like doing it are such smug assholes. Like, they've got it all figured out. Like, oh, I don't like them.
They're just like sure about themselves. Like, this definitely happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought you were gonna like say like your ordinary conspiracy. I thought I was gonna hear like something like Bigfoot or something.
Yeah.
Do you think Bigfoot is real? Do you think so?
I don't think Bigfoot is real. I don't think there are any large apes. What I do think that is people, and here statistically you can look this up too. Most Bigfoot sightings happen in areas where bears live.
Oh, so you think it's just the bears on their hind legs?
Yeah, most people. Listen, city folk are real bad. Okay, so here's a really good example. Wild cats and foxes and things yell. They scream. Like, you don't expect them to do it. Like, foxes scream like a woman or child being stabbed.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will confuse that for an actual person being attacked or just yelling in the woods. But it's just wild cats and foxes and stuff. City folk don't know that animals make weird noises.
Yeah, I think I never had that problem really because I grew up like in the South where the woods are. So
I grew up in Florida. Yeah.
Oh, that's where I live. Like, you know, that's where you always see it. You know, you go around the swamps, you go around in like the woodland area. So I think when they go and venture out, they're just like, oh my gosh, What is this
you gotta
crazy
remember,
thing?
there are people who take skunks home because they think they're cats.
Really?
There are people who adopt coyotes because they think they're dogs.
I didn't know people
Or
actually
coy
did
wolves.
that.
Oh yeah, those are real stories. That happens a couple times every year. There's somebody out there who will go get it, who will find a fox and think it's a weird dog.
Wow.
Or like people who have let like wild cats into their house when they're young, like little like younger cubs.
Yeah.
Thinking that they're just cats, but they're panthers and cougars and things.
I did not know people were doing that.
That is real. That is absolutely real. So like people confusing a bear for a Bigfoot at a distance, especially if you've never seen a bear before, I 100% believe that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as shocking.
Yeah.
If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
Shape-shifting or duplication.
Ooh, that's cool. What is something you've always wanted to do but never have?
Always wanted to do but never have.
Mm-hmm.
I want to farm.
Ooh.
I want to have like nice big outdoor garden, and we're going to try this year. Because let me tell you, food prices are not getting any cheaper.
I'm gardening right now with my family. Yeah. It's hard out there.
Yeah, it is. It's tough, but it's very rewarding apparently. And I have plans for this upcoming spring to begin growing like a lot of staple things. A little bit of corn, because you don't need a lot of corn.
No.
I don't need to have rows of it. I need like 10 corn plants, and I'll be good. And then like things like potatoes. My partner, she wants to make a potato box where you build the above ground box, fill it with proper soil, and then put a lot of potatoes in, because you get a lot of potatoes for the area instead of burying them in the ground. And it's a lot easier to get them out in the box.
Yep, than it is to go deep in the ground.
I want to do raised bed gardening because I don't want to bend down a lot. But yeah, I want to do more at home farming and stuff.
It's very rewarding.
Just enough to like supplement. Yeah, I just want to supplement my food stuff. To make it cheaper, because again, I don't think things are going to be getting a lot cheaper in the next couple of years.
It's better to start now than later.
Yep. And so this spring is when we want to start doing it.
Well, I wish you guys the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a billion guides out there, and I've got a lot of friends that are willing to help with advice and stuff. Like one of my friends, Gobsy, Goblin Hugger. They are very much into plants and stuff of all kinds, and they love plants, so they're happy to help.
Well, that's always
like
good.
plant advice and stuff. Yep.
All right, now this is a very controversial question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
It's fine.
I feel like it's good.
I like it. Like, it is okay. It is not my go-to pizza. My go-to pizza is pepperoni, extra onions, and extra cheese.
I'm not shocked about the onions.
No. Onion on pizza is really good. I like it.
I haven't had that before.
I also I try not to like food shame people over things or be like stuck up about food. Like, people like what they like. Like hot dogs. I love hot dogs, and I love all different toppings and things. And like, you can put whatever you want in your dog. The best hot dog toppings or pizza toppings are the ones you like. The ones that you think are the best. Like, I like Chicago style hot dogs. But I like them with no sports pepper and add ketchup. And there are people who will crucify you for that opinion.
Really?
Like, you're destroying a Chicago dog. Ketchup from taste buds of babies.
I like ketchup on mine.
Yeah, I like ketchup. Like, I like the sweet vinegar taste, buddy. I'm gonna eat my hot dog the way I want. Like, I went and got a Chicago hot dog from a street food guy, and he gave me such shit about just like, no sports peppers, add ketchup. I'm like, buddy, I'm paying you to make my dog for me.
Come on, just give me what I want.
Yeah, this is just what I want. I like ketchup, and I don't like sports peppers on my dog.
I think my favorite hot dog, I have to have like the mayonnaise on the bun.
Oh, okay. See, that is an out of the box one.
Yes.
A lot of people don't like mayonnaise on things.
I love
on like hot dog. No, like a good tasting mayo is what makes a sub good.
Yes, I like mayonnaise on my hot dog, and I like pickles. Sandwich cut pickles is so good.
Yeah, so I will take instead of using relish.
Yes, I hate relish. I will take
relish is okay for me. Like, it's fine, but relish makes a dog generally soggier than I want. And my solution to that was pickle chips.
Oh.
And I just regular pickle slices and just stick them along the side of a bun.
No,
Just
try
tuck them in.
Try this. Sandwich cut pickles. They're cut like
the spears, like the little triangle ones.
They're cut lengthwise.
Yeah.
So slide it into the bun on both sides. So you only need 2 pickles. So you get the
that's how you do a Chicago dog.
Yep,
yeah, Chicago dog's got full ass pickles in there.
It's so
like whole like spear styles where it's like the triangle cut but it's long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spear cut. So yeah. Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree. Pickles on a hot dog, like not relish, but
not the
long
relish.
pickles or pickle chips is delicious on a hot dog. Mayo I've had on hot dogs before too, and I do like it. Do you like to mix ketchup and mayo or other things with like mayo? Like sometimes I will do a ketchup, mustard, mayo mix as like a dipping sauce.
I have done ketchup and mustard. I think that not ketchup and mustard. I'm sorry, but ketchup and mayo. But I like ketchup and sriracha.
Oh yeah, give it a little kick.
Yes, I love it. But here's the thing. Wait.
I like spicy things, but I like spicy things that let me taste the flavor and are not all burned. Like I don't understand those people who pop like a ghost pepper. You're like, buddy, I want a little bit of burn and flavor. I'm here for the flavor.
Hold on,
season your meats, goddamn.
I like what is it? It's the kiwi or what is that?
Kiwi mayo.
Yeah, kiwi mayo.
Yeah, that stuff's real
with
good.
the sriracha mixed in, and then mix it in your rice. It's so weird. It's weird. But if you mix it in your rice and then do like a spring roll, oh my god, it is so good.
Yeah, that does sound good. Again, it is just that kicking that little bit of flavor up.
Yep.
Like whenever I make food, I'm always a little bit extra.
Yeah, cause like it's my food. You only live once.
If I make a PB&J, I toast the bread first, which is something that not everybody does. Like, it is simple. Like, I prefer a toasted PB&J.
My thing,
just toast it.
First off, what I'll say is I hate PB&Js because I ate it a lot growing up. But I do agree with you with the toasting buns thing because I hate soggy bread.
Oh, 100%, absolutely same.
I can't do it.
Okay, do you know those little microwavable hamburgers or chicken sandwiches you can get at like the dollar store or like frozen food places? I have found the perfect trick to getting those and getting them perfect, where you have a nice crisp bun.
Ooh, okay, wait.
So what you do, so you get like one of the little frozen hamburgers, you take it out of the wrapper, you pop the buns off, right? Take the buns completely off, put them in the toaster and toast them. Just one long toasting cycle. And then, but now, you reassemble it, put it back in its little wrapper where you would microwave it.
Yeah.
Now, after you've toasted it, and then you microwave it like that for just the normal amount of time that it says on the wrapper. And now you will actually have crisp, delicious buns on that little microwave burger, chicken sandwich, whatever, or a little rib sandwich. Sometimes they have them. But if you toast the bun in the toaster first, it will come out perfect in the microwave after.
Yeah, because here's my thing. Because I have this...
If you don't, you get a nasty bun.
Bro, you get a nasty bun, but also this too. Depending on how long you put it in the microwave, the bread will get hard.
Oh yeah, too hard. Like it'll either get depending on what kind of sandwich you're having.
It's either
like
too hard or too soggy.
Yeah, if you're doing like hamburgers, it'll generally be too soggy because it puts out a lot of fats and oils and it gets really soggy. If you're doing like the chicken sandwich one, which is a much leaner meat, it'll get way too hard and you're like trying to chew through the bread.
Yes.
Like you're having So yeah, what I do, and it works perfectly, is you just toast it for one toasting cycle in your regular everyday toaster, and then microwave it.
Ooh, you know, I have something
just for the normal minute.
I have something like that. You know, like the breakfast sandwiches you can get.
Oh yeah, like the little breakfast, like the little croissants and things.
Yeah, what I like to do is I disassemble the thing out of the packet. I put the sausage in the microwave, but I keep the bread and I put it on a skillet.
Okay, and give it a little toast.
Yep, with a little bit of butter. You toast it and then put your jelly or whatever you like on it, and then eat it with of course, once you put the meat in. Oh my gosh.
And little things like that, especially with little pre-prepared meals and stuff, are really good.
Yeah, it
you
makes
can
it
take
better.
a little thing of boxed ramen, just like the little microwavable, add hot water, wait 3 minutes cups. If you do a little bit more, like with those, I'll add a little bit of teriyaki, a little bit of soy sauce, and then I will add frozen veggies. I'll add peas, carrots, and some onion. Yeah. Just right in there on the top. Now, what I'll usually do is I'll microwave the peas, carrots, and onions for 30 seconds to a minute, just so that they're room temperature. because I don't want them to steal energy from the hot water when I pour it in.
Yep.
So I'll put those
frozen,
in there.
Yeah.
I will either then fry up Spam and then cut it into strips or cubes and add that to it as well, and then add my
I have a question. I know we have not even gotten to the main questions, but you know what? I do not care. How do you cook Spam without it being so salty?
Okay, so there is a trick for that. If you can get the low sodium Spam, and that'll make it better to begin with. But what you can do to make your Spam less salty is to take it out, chop it up into whatever form you want, like if you want slices or if you want it diced. Yeah. But you need to make the Spam the shapes that you want when you're going to be cooking it. Okay. Right? So slices, diced, strips, whatever, and then soak it
in water.
In cool water for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Bro, I knew
just take it out, paper towel dry it, and that pulls out a lot of it. Because it'll go through it and it'll pull out a lot of the salt. That water will get salty, and then you just paper towel dry it, and that's how you get it to be less salty.
Thank you, because like a lot of
I love Spam.
Oh yeah, like I've had it when I was younger. I didn't have it too much because my mom didn't want us to have too much sodium. But with a lot of sushi or like sushi bakes, they use Spam, but I'm like, I don't like the sodium. Yeah. But now that I know that, I think I'm gonna give it a try.
And it'll taste a lot less salty. You can also get the low sodium ones to start with, and that'll put you ahead of the game. So if you do the same water trick, they'll
definitely be better.
Even less. Yeah, even more.
Okay, let me see.
So yeah, I love Spam. I've cooked it in a lot of different ways.
Ooh.
And it's pretty good. Like when I'm making ramen, I will either use the appropriate meat, lunch meat. Like if I'm having chicken ramen, I'll use chicken. If I'm having like beef or pork ramen, I will use ham or beef slices, like just lunch meat.
Yeah.
And what I do is I will roll it up into a tube and then use my kitchen shears. Folks, get yourself some kitchen shears.
I have like 3.
Kitchen shears make your life so much fucking easier.
Especially when cutting chicken.
Chicken, meats, anything, veggies. You want to chop some veggies, put them in your soup? Get scissors. Why are you doing it with a knife the hard way? Get a knife. So I will take the lunch meat, I will roll it up into a tight roll, like a tube, and then snip that with the scissors and put those little now strips, but they're wound up, into the ramen. And then when you add the hot water, they expand. They it's really good in ramen.
You're making me hungry.
Listen, I go extra mile to make sure my food is good because it's one of the pleasures of life.
Oh yeah.
Is to have food that is nice and enjoyable. And I will do like ramen with Spam in it, and like it's so good with like the other stuff that I mentioned. And it's just starting with a little instant base.
Oh yeah,
like just like the little ramen packet. Yeah. Not the plastic one, but like
I know what you're talking about.
The small cups are the big bowls. Either one of those, I like to use those. Or like when you're doing the frozen things, like the sandwiches that we were just talking about. Add some pickle or onion to whatever add ketchup and mustard. Like, make it better, make it yours. If you buy a cheapy frozen pizza for $1, add some of your own toppings. Like mozzarella from home. Yeah, add your own topping. Use food as a base. Use the pre-prepared stuff as a base to make it better.
Listen. I know when I grew up, we weren't really on like the higher money spectrum, you could say. So my mom, I'll give her that forever. She made anything great out of nothing, and you would think like it was this big feast. You're like,
and just adding a couple little things.
It is so
preparing it a little differently to jazz it up.
Yeah. Okay, so the last rapid question thing is: if aliens landed tomorrow, what is the first thing you'll say to them?
Please take me back with you.
Oh, I can see that.
This place sucks.
Beam me up, Scotty.
This place sucks. Hey, could you solve our problems? Could you help us out? And if not, can I go back with you?
Ooh. Yeah, but what if they're like the aliens that want to kill you?
Well, there's always sneaking aboard the ship.
Yeah. Have an adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's one more. If you could live in any fictional world for a week, where would you go?
Just a week?
Just a week.
Star Trek.
Really?
TNG or post DS9 era.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah.
My go-to would be To stay with like the whole space theme, I would do Star Wars, but only when
Star Wars is fun.
Only with Kylo Ren though.
Okay.
I was very big on the Kylo Ren movies, so that's the only way you're gonna get me in Star Wars. I promise. Yes. So were you more Star Trek than Star Wars?
I'm definitely more Star Trek, but I do like Star Wars too. Like I like Star Trek for a more hopeful future and nicer future. Like it's nice to have fiction like Star Wars that reminds us that we can have a better future. Where Star Wars is very hyper capitalist. Like that's just its very nature. But it is more high fantasy style adventure. So I do like Star Wars. Like I don't dislike it. I like Star Wars a bunch. I'm playing in a tabletop RPG every other Saturday on my stream, where a friend of ours, his name is The Burzy, he is running a Star Wars Edge of the Empire tabletop RPG, where we are ship crew. It is me, Aguma Bear, the Mental Marsupial, Chaotic Awesome, and Bad Space King are all other VTubers who play with us, and we do it every other Saturday on my channel, and we're doing Star Wars. It's pretty fun.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I do a lot of collab stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that. All right, let's finally get into the real questions. Are you ready?
Dang. Yep, let's go.
All right. What initially drew you to tactical games, and what keeps you coming back to them?
I like tactical games because, like, I like strategy games, things like XCOM, Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate, when the combat goes down, it's turn-based. Into the Breach, Phoenix Point is one of the best turn-based tactical games out there, mechanics-wise. The devs, I'm going to sidetrack for just a quick second.
That's
we'll
fine.
Get right back to the legend. So, folks, Phoenix Point is one of the best tactical turn-based computer games that you can play. It is like XCOM, but better. The only downside is the devs, and because you can buy the game and all the DLC for like sometimes as cheap as $10 because it's on sale all the time. But when you play it, it automatically turns on whatever DLC you have.
Okay.
And you should not play with all the DLC on ever, even as a veteran player, because there's too much to do. It goes crazy and it overwhelms the game, and some of them are somewhat conflicting with each other. When you play Phoenix Point, only turn on 1 or 2 DLCs and play it that way. The game has a ton of replayability, so only turn on 1 or 2 of like the expansion DLCs when you're playing. 2 if you're like a veteran player, but usually 1. Like, I love Phoenix Point, but I will only ever have on, like, the 2 content DLCs that just give you some extra weapons and armor. I always turn those on.
Yeah.
But the full, it changes the entire gameplay loop DLCs, I'll only have 1 of those on whenever I play. It is the best tabletop, or best, not tabletop, but best turn-based tactical game on PC. And it kind of flopped, which is weird, but now it has more of a cult following, and it is incredibly good. So what got me into it, I like... Oh, it's really good. It's really good. Definitely give it a try. And you can pick it up for pennies sometimes.
Ooh.
But again, what I often recommend people is just play the vanilla game, from start to finish, or like 3/4 of the way through, so that you learn the gameplay loops.
Yeah.
And then go back and just start it with some DLC, because the DLC does make it funner. Except the Festering Skies one, which I recommend nobody ever use or play with, because it's trash and it just adds busy work to the game that's not fun. It's the only DLC I don't recommend for Phoenix Point. But what really got me into these games and things is I like where I can think about my move. I'm okay with some like fast-paced games. Like I play Splatoon.
Yeah.
I play PUBG. And for those sorts of games, I've gotten good at those 2 games, which are fast-paced, action-packed. You know, a lot of quick, reflexes and stuff. But I like being able to sit and think about my next move for as long as I want. If I want that. I don't like timers on my tactical-based games like that. So I like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance for the Game Boy SP, or Final Fantasy Tactics Advance A2 for the DS. Like, I like games like that, to where I can, like, puzzle out my moves, see how far I can move here, look through my powers list, and then make the move. So I like having time to think about it. I like that about tactical turn-based games.
Okay.
That is the thing I like about it is I don't like a ticking clock.
Yeah, that can kind of be nerve-wracking after a while.
I don't like a ticking clock in my strategy, as it would be, I guess, the best way to say it.
I get that.
That's why I like turn-based.
How did you transition from casual entertainment to making VTubing your full-time career?
Well, we were forced out of our home in Florida.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And it sucked. And then we moved up here to Illinois, and I was like, well, we've got a bit of savings. I'm gonna put my all into it. And I kind of just did it. And I'm now a full-time VTuber. Oh, wow. I'd be like, how did you like the technicals? Like, okay, the behind-the-scenes stuff, set yourself a schedule, stick to it. I stream 5 days a week. Generally, it's always the same time because reliability is key. So I try to make sure I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. I stream those days. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's generally always the same time, 4 p.m. CST, 5 p.m. EST. On Fridays and Sundays, it's an hour later. So it's at 5 CST, 6 p.m. EST on Friday and Sundays. And I try to make that regular and reliable so that people can think, oh, it's Thursday, Pank's not streaming today. Or it's Friday, oh, Pank's doing Scarlet Hello with Gobsy this Friday again. Or like it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which are generally my voting days, where we let people vote on the Discord what I'm going to play that day off of a list.
Oh, cool.
And like they know that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are generally Pank's voting days, and they stream at this time. And so I know that when I'm getting home from work, Pank will be on. So reliability and regularity, I think, are key in growing for VTubing. If you want to make it like professional level, like you want to make this more than just like a side hustle, regularity is very much, I think, key to it. Just being reliable and regular. And that doesn't mean that, like, listen, I get sick days. Yes. Or I have days where I'm just having a bad brain day and I can't really, I can't do the entertainment thing. I'm like, hey guys, I'm sorry I can't do that today.
Yeah, you're only human.
And my community understands. Like, I'm only human. So like they get it, they understand. And I'm because like if you try to stream in a bad mood or a bad mental space, your audience is going to pick it up.
Oh yeah, almost really fast.
Yeah, and they will realize something is up or that you're not feeling tip top, and that is not great.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that. Great. No, because usually how I like to look at it when you stream and when somebody tunes into you, they're trying to escape life. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit, yeah. And it's simple, and I do talk about serious topics and things on my stream at times. Like we do, like I think that it is important to talk about mental health and things like that on your stream, that it loses its stigma of not being able to talk about it in other places. And so I do talk about that, like, hey guys, I'm feeling a little bit down today, but I'm still good enough to stream. And I'll talk about why I'm feeling down or what's going on. And like, I don't mind sharing a little bit like that. Yeah. But if I'm in a real black mood, I don't want to spread that around. I don't want to make other people sad. So I'll take a day off if I need to recenter myself.
There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like everybody needs to have their time to just ground themselves and come back to it.
Yeah.
What are some of the biggest challenges you faced making a living as an entertainer?
Ooh, learning to self-promote.
Ooh.
Listen, I try to do it only once per stream because I don't like it when it happens way more than that in a stream. It's a personal preference thing. So I will have a segment where I do my self-promo. I talk about, hey folks, I do this 5 days a week. This is my job now. It is important to help support your favorite streamers on and outside of the Twitch platform. So generally what I recommend to people do, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a sample of the speech, is, folks, go ahead and get Twitch Turbo. It's the cost of 2 subs. Twitch gets its chunk of change, because we need Twitch to keep operating, so it does need to come, money needs to come from somewhere. So like, get Twitch Turbo. It gives you ad-free viewing wherever you go on Twitch, and the streamer that you're watching still gets the ad revenue that they would have gotten if you didn't have Twitch Turbo and you just watch the ad. But then take all the money that you would have spent on Twitch subs, those $6 chunks, which the streamer only sees half of if they're lucky, because there are conversion fees and stuff. So if I'm getting like a British pound, I'm actually going to see less than $6 or less than $3. So, but take that money that you would have spent on Twitch subs and put it in your favorite streamers' Patreons, in their Ko-Fis. If they're an artist, commission some art from them. If they have merch, buy some merch instead. The split is almost always going to be better. On Ko-Fi, I keep 90+% of what comes in via Ko-Fi. Yeah. Versus 50% or less via Twitch. I offer a lot of little perks and benefits, like I have commands that only Ko-Fi subs at the $3, $5, or $10 level can use in the channel, that they can use with exclamation point commands like exclamation pride, exclamation clap, exclamation boo, things like that. My emotes make sounds if you do my emotes, if you're on the Ko-Fi sub list at the $3, $5, or $10 level. I give away freebies every month. Like I do stickers. I do like 3 stickers, a bumper sticker, or a fridge magnet with different artwork every month. And people only ever, if they're a sub at the $5 or higher level, all they have to pay is shipping and handling on it, which inside the United States is like 75 cents. Worldwide, it's like $2. But we don't make a profit on the Ko-Fi giveaway item. You get that just for being a $5 sub.
Oh, that's cool.
Because you're helping subsidize it. Yeah, everybody's helping together. So every month we have different stickers, fridge magnets, things like that. We ship them out. And we make everything in our Ko-Fi shop here.
Oh, so you're in-house.
We do it all ourselves. We buy. Oh yeah. We don't contract out for anyone. We buy the blanks, like for our tumblers and drinks and stuff, or our mouse pads and things. We have the blanks and we sublimate and print on them ourselves. We do all that. We make our own stickers. We can either commission the art, get permission to use them from the artist, and then we have a high quality printer and a vinyl cutter to cut out the stickers.
Yeah, I have an Etsy shop, so I do a lot of my own in-house stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of our own. In fact, we do all of the merch that we currently have in-house.
Oh, cool.
And I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, like, that is something hard to do.
It is, because we have a lot of different things. We do slap bracelets, we do drink tumblers, we do mouse pads. Oh yeah, we have 2 different sets of slap bracelets right now. Ooh. We have a 3 set, which is jazz cup, like the 70s, like the 90s cup design that you see on cups with like the little jazz symbols and stuff. Yeah. So we have jazz cup, arcade carpet, and long hot dog. Ooh. And those are just 3 different little slap bracelets that you can get from us. Or we do pride slap bracelets with any pride flag of your choice. Oh, that's so cool. So you can get a pan one, you can get an ace one, you can get a lesbian one, you can get just a straight gay or progress. You can get whatever pride flag you like on a slap bracelet from us.
I'm gonna need the link to that.
Okay.
Because this is all going into the editing. I'm gonna need all that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, we do all of our merch in-house. I'm very proud of that. My partner helps with basically all of that. She handles all of it. And so yeah, we offer all of our own merch from, we make it all. I'm really happy about that.
That is awesome. You guys are a strong team. I love that.
Yeah. I could not be doing what I do without my partner. Her name is Esh. She runs Roaring Crafts. That's her Etsy store. She's also moving over to Ko-Fi and stuff because Etsy is good for foot traffic and discoverability, but Etsy is being flooded with like drop shippers and stuff.
Yeah, it's so
annoying.
I don't want to go on a side tangent because we have to get through these questions.
Oh yeah, but you and Ash could probably.
Yes, we can.
We have a lot of legitimate reasons to be angry at Etsy.
Yes, because it's like you work so hard, you burn in your hands.
You're kind of shitting on the people who made this platform what it is now.
Yeah, because the whole point of Etsy was like to get homemade stuff that you usually won't see at Walmart.
There's an Etsy page for a guy who's selling barbecue rubs that you can go buy at any grocery store.
Yes, and it's like, wait, I can go to the store. I can go to the store and get that. Or you see like the same 5 people with the same design. It's like, wait a minute, I sat here and I did all this work.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, self-promotion I think is one of the hardest things to learn because you do have to sell yourself a little bit. You do have to take time out to do it and remind people that like I say, like, folks, I do this 5 days a week, which is a lot for most streamers.
Yes, it is.
Streaming and consecutively and regularly. I do this 5 days a week. I need your help. I need your support. The best way to do it is X via Ko-Fi. Become a Ko-Fi sub to the channel. It makes a huge difference. One Ko-Fi sub is worth way more than one Twitch sub because my subs are again 3, 5, and 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing a $5 Ko-Fi sub, I see over $4.80 from that.
Yeah.
If you're doing a $6 Twitch sub, I'm lucky to see $3.
Yes, it is very hard, and I know that's why a lot of VTubers get deterred.
You have to learn to sell yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
It is annoying because nobody likes doing sales. Nobody likes that. No one likes
Nobody wants to pause their
game.
game.
Like it, you're weird.
Yeah, nobody likes to pause their game and be like, "Hey, you, I know you're sitting here."
And I'm gonna advertise to you for like the next 3 minutes. I try to keep it short. I hit the high points, I hit the perks. Listen, you get benefits, you get your name on the starting and ending screen, you get discounts in my Ko-Fi shop, you get a free giveaway every single month. It's, 3 stickers, a bumper sticker, fridge magnets. We do something different every month. So, I want people, if they're supporting me via Ko-Fi, to feel like they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah.
That they're getting that $5 worth every month with the perks and the benefits and the actual freebie. And I think I've accomplished that. If you give me a second, I can tell you how many Ko-Fi subs I have.
Oh, okay.
I believe in transparency and openness.
I usually don't like asking people numbers because like I don't want anybody to be like, oh wow, you're getting really nosy. It's like, no.
I don't mind talking about that a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 current Ko-Fi subs.
Well, that's pretty good.
That is, and I've had to work for months to get to that level.
Yeah.
Like this did not happen overnight. And I appreciate every one of those Ko-Fi subs. So everybody on that list is either giving $3, $5, or $10 per month, and it adds up, and it makes a huge difference. I have a $400 monthly goal, support goal that covers like my portion of the rent, car insurance, some food and stuff, and we have made that goal for like the last 7-8 months, or doubled it a couple months.
Congratulations, that's really good.
That is pretty good for a VTuber.
Yeah, that's really good.
I think it's staggeringly good. I'm incredibly lucky to have that good of a community. But again, it takes work to get to that point. That did not happen overnight. Those people took months. And again, the way I'm doing it, and I'm asking people to hey, go outside of the Twitch ecosystem. Because I still get plenty of Twitch subs, and there's nothing wrong if you just want to sub through Twitch. Like, it's fine. I will get that $3. It takes like 30 days till I see it, but I will get that $3. And that gets added to my monthly goal. So I have a little monthly tracker on my page, on my Ko-Fi page, and whenever I stream, it's up in the corner. It says like my monthly $400 support goal. And when the Twitch payout happens around I hate Twitch payouts because
I think it's
sometimes
like
it's the 15th. Sometimes it's the 12th. Sometimes it's the 17th. Maybe it's the 14th this month. I don't know, and I don't know until like a day before.
Yeah, you can't really like just rely on like the number
and then
or like
if
the
you're
date
like,
they give
hey
you.
Twitch, how much am I gonna get paid this month right now? That's a secret.
Yeah, like they don't tell you exactly. You just know when it pops into like whatever account you put it in.
Yeah, and then like the most like a day before. So Twitch is weird like that. So that's why Ko-Fi is a lot nicer, because I know like who's on the sub list, and I know how much it's gonna be if everybody maintains their sub.
That's like that's like the best things I would say about Ko-Fi, and which I feel like this is gonna push me to finally go ahead and set mine up. I've been thinking about it, but
it's definitely worth it.
Sometimes it's hard to see who's your Twitch subscriber if you don't have it set up. So you're like, okay, I want to give you like this, like the little Discord thing, but I don't know for sure if you're actually a subscriber or not, and it's not like I can ask somebody, give me a screenshot, let me see,
there are bots and things that I think you can get. I think it's native into Twitch or into Discord now, where if you link your Discord account with your Twitch account,
I think it'll show you.
You can create a role to where people who are Twitch subs will get a special role in your Discord that you can then attach permissions to. Like in my Discord, I have a subspace section that only subs from Twitch can talk in, or subs from Ko-Fi can talk in.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So
yeah, it's totally doable. So yeah, folks, support your favorite streamers outside of the Twitch ecosystem. if you can. I do add the payout whenever it does happen to my monthly goal total,
Mm-hmm.
so that always makes it jump up a little bit too. Because some people just it's just easier because then you don't have to leave the whole Twitch ecosystem to do a sub.
Yeah.
So I understand that. I don't hold that against anyone. It's fine. It's fine.
You mentioned wanting to help with fundraisers, charity. What causes are closest to your heart? I don't know why I choked. Go ahead.
I like LGBT plus charities and things because the LGBT plus community is having hard times right now.
Yeah.
Especially right now. So yeah, I want to if I'm able to focus on charities, I want to do things for like the Trans Empowerment Project, things like that. If I do charity work in the near future, it will definitely be for an LGBT plus charity.
That's totally understandable. I love that. Yep. I know I did, it wasn't anything through work, but I do it personally. I've done a lot of personal fundraisers for the Black LGBT community.
Oh yeah.
So I do a
Very
lot of that,
too.
And I do give a portion towards that with my personal money I get from like other, what's the word? Avenues of income. At least I try to, because you know sometimes months come short. You know.
Oh, yeah.
What's the most rewarding part about being a VTuber and a content creator for you?
The most rewarding thing is sometimes when people say, "Hey Pank, your stream really helped me today just to relax and do other things. I had you on the second monitor, and just having you in the background helped me do whatever I needed to do that particular day because you were a nice distraction." And I really appreciate things like that. I know that we have a mutual aid section in our Discord, and I know that my community has helped other people inside of our community who've needed financial help at times. For emergencies, for medical things, for stuff like that. I know that we've helped quite a few people via our in-house mutual aid section.
Oh, cool.
And so being able to like materially help someone is really nice, and setting up a community for that, which is like a springboard for other people to help other people. So the most rewarding thing is when people tell me, like I said earlier, like, "Hey Pank, your stream helped today and I really appreciate it. You know, I had you on my second monitor and you helped me relax. I did X or whatever." That means a lot to me. And the fact that our community is willing to help other people in the community means a lot.
Yeah, I didn't even know you did that. That's very nice.
Yeah. We just have and it was that simple, just setting up a little mutual aid section. Just where people can put, you know, hey, I'm short on rent this month. Can anybody help? And people sometimes help.
That's cool.
Like we recently had a friend named Madam. She had like a bunch of overdraft fees that she got slammed with at once, and the community helped her out. And I really appreciate that from everybody who helped Madam. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. How did your love for Star Trek start, and do you have a favorite series or character?
Okay, probably Data for one of my favorite characters.
Really?
Data and Garrick from DS9, and the Doctor and Seven in Voyager. Those are probably my favorite Star Trek characters. And I got into it when I was a little squid when TNG was airing back in the day. It was just really cool sci-fi. Then my grandfather at the time took me to a Star Trek convention.
Oh, cool!
And I got a bunch of like technical manual. I got like the Next Generation technical manual and the original series technical book, and I poured through that reading about all this techno science stuff, and then like behind the scenes snippets and stuff like, oh, this is how we design the engineering, and like if you look really close on like the screen on engineering, you can see a hamster on a treadmill by the engines. The hamster on a little running wheel by the engines.
Yeah.
Or if you look up near the cargo bay, you'll see a rubber ducky. Just little secrets that we've hidden in the show.
Yeah, like the little Easter eggs.
So like in season 1 TNG, which you can get on Blu-ray, which has been remastered.
Oh, cool.
So it's a really high fidelity. Like when they showed it over the air, you could be a little slipshod with the makeup. The bad makeup didn't show up that badly in the high res versions they do. So like on the doors and the panels, they'll have like a number and then like a little snippet of text that's supposed to read like high voltage danger or something, right? But a lot of times the people making these props would put little jokes in. Like it'd have like number 32, and then instead of saying like high voltage danger, it'll say something stupid like a stitch in time saves 9. And you can see that in the high quality version, high res Blu-rays of TNG. And before you could only read about it in books.
Yeah, but now you can actually see it.
You can actually see it in like season 1 TNG that's been remastered.
I know that was
and
like
Data's makeup. Like Data's makeup in TNG is horrible when you see it in full quality.
Is it?
It's bad. Oh yeah, like I recommend watching TNG in like the native television resolution. It's better. It looks better.
I think now I actually want to watch it with like the
high quality.
The high quality, just so I can look at it.
You'll spot so many little goofy things and stuff. But yeah, to get into Star Trek, I liked it as a kid growing up. I got taken to a Star Trek convention, and I got the technical manual books, and then from there, it just ran.
Okay. Yeah, my family, we've always been nerdy, so what was it? I think 2013 was my first con I ever went to.
What con was it?
It was MegaCon here in Florida. And
yeah, that's like a general con for like just about everything, right?
Yes, I go there. It's so funny. I just
anime, sci-fi, fantasy.
Yeah, I just went back on Friday. So we try to do it, if not every year, every other year. And that's what really stuck with me when I was younger, was going there in 2013. And then after that, I was locked in.
Yeah.
I dabbled in a little bit of everything.
Going to a convention can be a life-changing event to see so many other people who share the similar interests to you, and just seeing the products of people's labors and hands, of like a lot of crafts and stuff you'll find at conventions, cosplay, uniforms, alien makeup, fantasy stuff, can be a big game changer to show you that like there are other people out in the world who like this stuff too and go to these lengths.
Oh, most definitely, because I know when I was younger, when anime wasn't really it wasn't watched by the masses at the time. Man, I got bullied hard over that.
Oh yeah.
So going to a convention and seeing like people dressed up as the characters you love watching, and like the video game characters, like the sci-fi, it was like, oh my gosh, it's not just me. It was definitely cool to see that my small bubble of just me and my siblings and my mom was like bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger. There are more people out there.
Most definitely. Have you ever had to deal with scammers or scams in your VTubing journey, and how did you handle them?
I maintain a block list.
Ooh.
A small little one. It's Pank's Pank's scammers list. You can find it on Blue Sky. But when Blue Sky was new, and I wasn't one of the people that I got in with an invite code just before invite codes went away. So before they opened up to the public and stuff.
You were the VIP.
And I wasn't early enough to get like the Blue Sky Elder badge.
Ooh, okay.
So I was not technically, according to Blue Sky, a Blue Sky Elder. So I wasn't in that early, but I was in pretty early. Not early enough to get the badge, but still early. And a lot, I guess it really started before that, actually. Okay, so I got a lot of unsolicited Discord scams. Like, so many. Art scams mainly. And I would just get them on the reg, like sometimes 4 a day.
Ooh, you had
now, here's the thing. I'm in like 100+ Discord server.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Because I use the self-promo channels, and this was before I advertised on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
So I would advertise in like 100+ self-promo channels before I went live. I set up a little thing on my Stream Deck.
Yeah,
so that I could quickly copy.
Just goes in.
Yep, so I could easily copy paste to each self-promo section. It's like a 3-button press. I hit the name of a channel on my Stream Deck, I hit the paste button, and then I hit the enter key, and then I do that the next one. So it takes me 3 button presses to input like my whole going live message in each Discord. But because I'm in so many Discords, and a lot of the scammers look for the self-promo channels because that's who's active, and that's what they're looking for, is people who are active. I would get 3 to 4 scam men, and I would report them to the Discord owners and get them banned.
Yeah.
And I would report them to Discord themselves. But it was becoming an actual hassle because I was getting like 3, 4, sometimes 5 a day. And they would always be like the same regurgitated stories.
Yes.
They'd all be similar. And then a lot of times, me and my friends, we started tracking it together because they were having a similar problem. And different people were using the same art portfolios and stuff.
Oh.
Like, I'd see, like, oh, here's samples of my stuff. And I'm like, oh, I just got those same samples from somebody else yesterday. This is definitely a scammer. So it was so bad. It has gotten way better on Discord. Like, Discord has cracked down on it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But those people went to Blue Sky. And I got so many Blue Sky scam attempts, too.
I almost left Blue Sky because of that.
Yeah, I'm an active VTuber on Blue Sky. So I use certain tags whenever I go live, like PNG, like hashtag PNGTuber, hashtag VTuber, and they look for that because they're looking for people who are looking to buy assets or use assets or commission art. And I get so many of those on Blue Sky. It has gotten better since I've subscribed to a bunch of scammer block lists, and I maintain my own one for ones that slip between the cracks.
Okay.
And now, sometimes I will waste their time just to fuck with them.
Just to have some fun.
And I don't recommend that people do this, because it is also wasting your time. Yeah, but I usually do it so I can get better screenshots so that we can save them and show other people the kinds of scams and stuff they use. Like, there's this one person who was showing me, like, oh, here's the line work of my art, and here's the art.
Yeah.
And all they had done was put, like, a solarized filter to make it look like line art.
Oh, but it really wasn't.
It was just the regular art. They had used the filter to make it look like line art, and then they showed the actual art next to it. I'm like, buddy, I know what a filter looks like.
Oh, wow.
Like, you're a scammer. Die.
Hey, at least they went the extra mile.
They get added to the block list. I take the screenshot, share it with my friends, and then they get blocked themselves. And that is one of the nice things about Blue Sky is the very powerful moderation tools. So yeah, I blocked the scammers there, but my journey in it started with Discord and it moved to Blue Sky. I still get the occasional Blue Sky Discord scam attempt, but they are much less frequent now.
You know what I thought about while you were telling me this?
What?
I don't know if you ever watched SpongeBob, but you know the episode when he was like the hall monitor?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that, but with scammers.
Oh god, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I've had friends who have been taken in by these scammers, which makes me even angrier. Because here's the important thing. Nobody, anywhere, is 100% immune to propaganda. Nobody anywhere is 100% immune to scams and cons. There is always something out there which can get you. No matter how good you think you are against it. I've had a couple scam attempts that I thought were legit. And what I did was I showed them to friends, and they're like, oh yeah, I can see where this is a scam. Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
So depend on your friends. There shouldn't be shame. Like, if somebody gets scammed, I'd rather that you tell me about it, and that we work on making you whole again or showing you how to avoid it in the future. It shouldn't be a shame thing. You shouldn't hide that you were scammed.
Oh yeah, I had a friend.
Be open about it and tell people, and that to help other people see that this does happen.
Yeah, I had a friend, she got scammed, I think at a 2K.
Oh god. That's got a thing.
Yes, because
Was it an art scam?
It was a model.
Oh, like for like getting like a 2D model or something?
Yeah.
Maybe?
So they were getting like a model done and they were just like, "Oh, it's 2K." And I was like, "2K." All right.
That for like out of the box 2K, that's got to be a really good model.
Yeah, it has to be like amazing. So I was like, "Can I see?"
It's got does that come fully rigged?
I don't know. I didn't know all like the background of that,
Yeah.
but I was like, "Do you have like their art? Can I see the art?" They were using the reference art for already well-known VTubers, and I was like, "I can tell you right now, they did not make their model."
And that's why you check with your friends. If you think something smells even a little fishy, check with your friends.
Yeah,
get a second opinion.
It is nothing wrong.
There shouldn't be shame
that.
about it. Yeah. Because I've had friends who were scammed like that, and it heckin' sucks. One of the other things that I maintain on Blue Sky as well is I have a trusted artist list.
Ooh,
and the only people who go onto that list are people that I have personally dealt with and used in either commissioned artwork or was given artwork from. or people who my immediate friends, my besties and stuff, have used for their art and stuff, and have gotten commissions from these people as well. So these people have all been vetted. They've all been used by me or my friends personally. And not like, oh, I know this guy who did this for one guy and a time for his brother. No, it's got to be like one step. Like, my friend used this artist for their avatar. It's like one step away. And those are the only artists who go on that list.
That's understandable.
So you can subscribe to that as well on Blue Sky.
Okay, lastly, the last question before we start the second game.
Okay.
What are some tools and software you use for streaming and content creating, and how to use them effectively?
Okay, so currently I'm using Mix It Up, which is a good program. It is not bad. It takes a little bit of learning and getting used to, just like any other program does.
No, nothing wrong with that.
It is how I do the majority of my redeems on stream. I use VTube Mini for my avatar. I use a Stream Deck. Folks, Stream Decks are incredibly useful if you are a VTuber, whether you be a live 2D,